So nowadays, most of the phone AIs are sitting at the corner of your phone settings and doing the things which company wanted them to do, like removing background, sometimes genmojis, or sometimes generative image model, like Samsung added one of their generative models. Supposedly, if you're wearing a red dress and you wanted to convert it into a black one, you could do simultaneously at the same time by prompting it out. So much of the things in modern day smartphone where we talk about AI is about photo removal, generative AI, sometimes text prediction. But okay, if you talk about phone image, do we actually need to care about how an AI is converting your normal taking image into a super duper clear shot image? Do we actually need that? Okay, first of all, the image which we click in our smartphone is much of the time because of what we want as our memory. Whenever we try to swap that thing with an AI generated image or something, changing the dress color or adding a cat in between, that is no longer the part of your memory, because your memory was the picture you clicked at that time, not afterwards post-production where you're integrating it with AI. Okay, supposedly if you wanted to, upload it onto your social media handles like Instagram, Twitter, and you wanted it to look nicer, then you apply some of the magics of AI and you integrate it with them. But do we actually use it? Like most of the people, individual out there, even I have the AI in my phone where it can remove background, it can add object, but I haven't used it much of the time. Maybe there are some people who would use it, but I think most of that thing can be done either in Gemini or in ChatGPT by generating the image simultaneously. One step you need to do extra, which is uploading the image to that AI module. And if you are trying to upload that thing onto the social media platform, you wanted that to look very nice. So you need to do one more step to look at more enhanceable. And I think most of the people would do that thing rather than this one. Most of the people use Photoshop as well for their social media handles. That is completely another level step where you have to integrate most things like color accuracy, like converting it to, JPG, or, sometimes inserting into a micro SSD, and then you are inserting into your computer. And that is a whole new extra level. And the Gemini integration on your phone is not taking that much as well. But inside the phone setting menus, nowadays AI is being added. And most people wouldn't use it anyways. So, okay, let's just assume AI is not only about photo removal or adding generative emojis or adding generative AI features. Whenever we need to talk about AI, we need to take care of how AI should be integrated into phones. There are two options of integrating it. One is either by completely going onto a cloud platform where that AI would be completely integrated into your phone. It would control your voice, it would control your locations, it would control every individual settings of your phone, and it could do every individual thing of your phone by your voice command, like taking pictures, like searching web, or like designing something, or if you want to search any file in your folder, or your current location where you have spent last time, and etc. thing. And these kind of AI are more likely to pursue as a privacy concern, not integrating in the smartphone. So many companies have been trying that. And I think whenever it will come, it will last for a longer decade, but we need to talk about privacy concern. So now the second part of AI, how it integrates in phone, is like the client AI. Client AI is not particularly integrated in your phone, but it's like a way of how you treat your settings, your phone settings. It would be integrated inside your phone, like Photos app, like File Manager, like your chatting app, like your messaging app, like your calling app, and etc. things, etc. applications. And there it would work according to the company, what they wanted to, irrespective of how you deal with it. What are the privacy concerns you're giving to that company? Because if you're using their phone, they will be accessing some of the information, and they will use that information, not some more extra thing which you don't want it to give the company. But the thing about this AI is it won't do the necessary things which you want it to do. It won't deal with the things like you giving the voice command to them and then doing something. It would most likely be image remover, like predicting text or cleaning up text, generating image, or like searching the web sometimes, or sometimes rubbing your brightness of the screen, sometimes opening the display settings, etc., just like what Gemini does, and then most of the Android smartphone. And that is how we are not reaching to a level of AI. But the thing is, this type of client AI are the most secure one, and yet we are using it. But again, this AI is of no use to us. We can do the same thing with integrated Gemini application inside smartphone, or downloading an application like ChatGPT and Gemini again, and we could do it simultaneously. Google partnering with Apple, ChatGPT partnering with Apple to integrate inside the phone, but not as an overall cloud-based inside application, but as a client AI, which would trigger whenever you need it to be triggered. Otherwise, it won't. And that type of AI, do we actually need, or do we actually use in 2026? I don't think so. So now at the current situation, what AI could be helpful for? Most of the things are done by AI nowadays, like coding, like, new anthropic model, web searching, some of the research articles, thumbnail generation, video generation as well. But these type of AI is still improved inside the Gemini integration or ChatGPT integration or the application which company has decided to, not inside the phone anymore. And if company are, integrating inside phone, they would be reaching to much more users at the same time. But okay, supposedly if you are Samsung or Apple, you won't give the permission to other companies to access your users' privacy data, or you would be not revealing the source code or the particular integration of your phone at the same time. Again, making it much more complicated for an AI company or particularly the AI generative company to integrate it inside a smartphone, like Apple, like Samsung. So the ultimate answer could be whether we need to use AI inside the phone in 2026 is more likely how you use AI inside the phone. If you are someone who is likely to use the Photos app, where you need to integrate some of the background removal feature, or where you need to some sort of generative genmoji, generative image kind of thing, then that AI is for you. The Samsung S26 Ultra is good for you. But if you are someone who wanted to likely integrate AI inside whole of your system, whole of your smartphone, then I think you need to wait for 2 to 3 years more than today. And in future, it might be useful for normal people, but for now, it isn't useful for normal people at least, or for the people or the average daily consumer, because it's not doing much thing which it could be or it should be. But it would be very good in the future, and future AI phone combination is very bright, I think. And what is the last time you use AI feature in your phone? Comment down below. Until the time, keep vibrating just like gods. Take care.